A subpoena is a legal document that somebody usually delivers directly to you. The person who does that is called a process server. Sometimes, however, your attorney will receive a subpoena for you. If you, however, receive the subpoena directly, you should alert your attorney immediately. Either way, receipt of the subpoena constitutes a legal requirement that you appear at the scheduled deposition. Unlike a call for a meeting at work or request that you attend a lecture, you cannot ignore a subpoena, and you must be prompt. Subpoenas are not scary, but they are official. Generally, knowing that the deposition has been scheduled should get your attention, because it means that it's showtime. You have done your research, you have prepared your expert report, you have probably received some payment for your services already. Now it's time to show your mettle. The deposition provides your first opportunity to prove how good you can sound and how quickly you can think. The purpose of this subpoena is to require you legally to be at the deposition. Lawyers will be there, and so will other people involved and interested in the proceeding. But you are the star. The subpoena will list obvious information such as your name and the names of the litigants in the case. It will also list the attorneys that have been involved and that are involved and who will be there, as well as instructions regarding the time and place where the deposition will take place. Do not panic if the time and place proposed in the subpoena conflicts with something else that is already on your schedule. This happens frequently. Simply tell your attorney that there is a conflict and propose an alternative date for the deposition. A telephone call or two from the attorney will usually be able to rearrange a time and place that works for you and for everyone else who needs to attend your deposition. The subpoena usually spells out in detail everything that you should bring with you to the deposition. This includes your entire case file and everything you have in your possession on which you relied during the preparation of your expert report and your opinions. Bringing everything is the letter of the law, but you should consult with your attorney as to whether you need to follow that letter of the law precisely, or whether you can be a bit more pragmatic with large amounts of documents that everyone else probably has copies of already. You do not necessarily have to physically bring to the deposition many of those things on which you relied that you might happen to have in your possession. For example, the list may include copies of other depositions, copies of other reports that have been filed in the case, and copies of electronic media like CDs or DVDs that you have received. The attorneys involved know these materials exist, and they already have their own copies. In most cases, you will not have to bring your redundant copies with you, but you do need to ask your attorney about that. If the attorneys insist that you bring these things along with you, you should just ship everything to the law firm. Let the attorneys and their assistants bring your copies to the actual deposition. You should bring with you anything in your case file that is unique, such as your notes and your invoices in the case. You should also bring copies of any other documents that you acquired but have not yet submitted in the case. You can refer to them, and the other attorneys will have an opportunity to question you about their contents during the deposition.